Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are going to take a look at the Super Saiyan Yardrat Goku. He just got his EZA very recently on Global, and people online are saying he's one of the best free-to-play units in the game, so we're going to try him out and see if we agree with that assessment and see how he compares to other free-to-play units like, say, Master Roshi, Tien Roshi, Full Power Frieza, some of those. Because when you're talking best free-to-play unit in the game, those are the types of units. Well, not Tien Roshi, but you're thinking more Prime Battle Frieza, and thinking about like Master Roshi and stuff like that, right? So we're gonna kind of see how this guy stacks up and kind of how useful he is. But people online are saying he's really good, so I was really curious to get into the showcase right away. I really don't like to evaluate a unit until I've actually used them myself. Even watching videos, for some reason, like actually using them yourself, you just get like such a better feel for the character. So we're gonna check them out in this video here. So after his EZA, he has a 77% lead for Android Cell Saga, which is decent, for free to play if you need that. But otherwise, you're probably not going to use his leader skill. But he might be good for like an EZA area or something like that for leader skill, right? His super attack effect, he raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does supreme damage with a medium chance to stun. Once again, that could come into play for like Super Battle Road, which I think this unit could be decent for Super Battle Road, right? And then he has a really long passive here. So he's got attack and defense 59%. He gets an additional attack and defense 59% while performing a super, so that will get boosted more by support units. He gets an additional attack and defense 20% up to 59, and a chance of performing a crit plus 7 up to 21 within the same turn with each attack performed. So the way this works is he gets that per attack, but it's only for that turn during the same turn, right? So you would say, well, how would you ever get the full stack? Because he can only super and then get an additional from him potentially. You need to do 3 stacks to fully get that. This is meant to be for his counters. So they are counting the counter attacks in with this. So the whole idea is that you do a couple of attacks, start a chain of counters, and the whole idea is it's supposed to help him do more damage and crit for his counters. Because the big thing with counter characters is that, especially against difficult bosses with high defense, that you really, really need to have crits on them. Otherwise, they just don't do a lot of damage, right? And so I think one reason people consider this Goku to be one of the better free-to-play units in the game is that he has the counter mechanic, which is a very rare mechanic. It's basically the traditional, like, lower damage while countering normal attacks. That's like a Vegito-specific only thing. So the fact that there's a free-to-play unit with it is actually very, very cool, right? And then he has a high chance of evading as the first attacker in the turn. So the reason why this guy could be good for Super Battle Road is you could put him in slot 1 to evade and then use his supers to stun, right? So that's like one way you could utilize him. And then he has damage received from normal attacks minus 59%, and he counters with enormous power as the second or third attacker in the turn. So they limit his counters to only slot 2 or 3, which I'm not like a huge fan of that. I really wish it was just all the time. But they balance that out by giving him the dodge in slot 1. So I see what they're trying to do with the unit. They're trying to make you choose how you want to use them, right? So you either go slot 1, I want to dodge and stun, or you go slot 2 or 3, I want to tank normal attacks and then counter you, right? So that's pretty much how this unit is built. So we're going to keep that in mind as going through. We'll try some turns in slot 1. We'll try some in slot 2. Basically, anytime we get a bunch of attacks coming in slot 2, I'm really going to want to check out his countering, right? So even though his passive builds with more attacks, you would think that you would want to go more additional, but I still recommend going heavy crit because he is a counter unit. He's not going to have a lot of crit off the bat if you don't give him some to start. So I feel like giving him some crit to start and then letting his crit build up through his effect is actually better than just giving him full additionals. But giving him some additionals is definitely good because you do want to proc additional attacks if possible, right? I don't have any clips on him currently. He's very lowly link leveled. This is basically the links I got just from doing his EZA area. So haven't really played with him much. This is my first time actually using him with his EZA. So very excited to try it out. We're busting out a Kamehameha team here. I'm going to link him up with this Gohan. He shares 5 links with Yardrat Goku. And he's also a support unit. So Yardrat Goku, we're going to set him up so he's actually going to be double supported every turn. So his stats are going to maybe look a little bit inflated. But I do in these showcases like to see them in their best situations, right? The 2 AGL Gohans, they're just going to stay on rotation together. I know they won't link. But that way I can just keep this plethora of support units just floating around. They'll have different amounts of links, but most of them are just 30% supports. This Gohan's actually a 35. Is it 35 or 40? Let me double check. Yeah, they kept him at 35 after his EZA. but he's going to be on rotation, so he's always going to be getting that, right? So we'll go ahead and hop in here. Turn 1, we got the 2 Gohans, so we're just going to leave them on rotation. And then we're going to float the physical Gohan off, and then we'll be with Yardrat Goku next turn. It was kind of weird. So this easy area kind of snuck up on me. So I'm recording this on Sunday night. I'm pretty much done with my world tournament. I literally just did like the 30 mil. Like I do the bare minimum. It doesn't help also that they did world tournament on a holiday weekend. I think that's just a really, really bad idea. Because people are busy on the holidays, right? Like we don't have time to grind world tournament. Now, if I'm on like summer break and I've got like nothing going on, then yeah, I'll grind the world tournament pretty hard. But yeah, during the school year, especially on a holiday weekend, I'm like, give me the bare minimum, 23 to 30 mil. That's really all. I'd say at a bare minimum, you guys should try to get 23 mil, just so you can get the new unit, right? Okay, so here's Yardrat Goku. We've got nothing going on in slot 2, so we'll take a look at him. Well, slot 1 isn't really going to do anything for him either, because his dodge as first attacker, he has to attack first, so he's got no dodge right now. So that's the other thing I don't like. I wish in slot 1 he just had the dodge right out the gate. So he's at 80k defense, start a turn. He does raise defense on super, and he does get an additional 59% on super. So 80k looks really low, but after supering, it's actually going to probably be close to 200k or in that range, which is decent. And think of this guy sitting at like 200k defense or 200 plus k defense with minus 59% damage reduction like slot 2, right? Which is pretty crazy. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the support unit, the Tech Goku Gohan exchange unit, I'm going to put them in slot 1 just because they have type advantage here. And like, we're not really going to get to see anything from Yardrat Goku being in slot 1. So we'll just try him in slot 2 and just see how we're looking for like a base attack stat here, right? Now, he's not a stacking unit other than like within the turn he stacks, right? But from turn to turn, I don't think we're going to see that starter turn defense change or fluctuate that much. So we'll see what he's looking like here. So 1.3 mil from the support unit. These guys are still decent because they do stack. So if you want to run them on, like on rotation to support a unit. Okay, 2.3. 2.3 isn't like crazy groundbreaking for an attack stat, but they are a farmable free-to-play unit with counter mechanic, and they have stun, and they have that big-time damage reduction. So I think for like their defensive capabilities, the Yardrat Goku is actually looking pretty decent. I'll take that 2.3. And once again, that was basically with only 1 of 3 stacks. So if he double supered, like the attack's going to shoot up quite a bit, and then the counter stats are going to go up once again as he's getting more attacks in, right? So we'll take a look and see what the next turn is looking like. But yeah, I'm very excited just to be done with World Tournament. I did get my copy of Nappa for 23 mil, so I'll have to do a video on him as well. So I'm not sure what order they're going to go in, but I've got a video on this Yardrat Goku. I'm going to do one on the 18. I'll probably record that tonight as well. And then maybe if I'm feeling like I got enough energy, let's do the Nappa video too. We'll see. Yeah, just a lot of videos to do, which it's fine. I like staying busy. Okay, so yeah, we've got 5 out of 7 links here with the Gohan, and we don't gain anything from being. So we got to see here. All right, so what we'll do, I mean, I'm kind of curious to get a counter from them, but in slot 1, we could test the dodge. Let's put him in slot 1. We'll just get the attack stat. We'll see if we get a dodge off, and we can kind of get a handle on what his defense. So yeah, 82k defense. So I would have to do the math on it, but he gets on super. He's got just raises attack and defense. So that's probably a 25 or 30% raise, something like that. And then he's got a 59% raise on top of that on super. Plus we've got support. So yeah, he's probably over 200k. Someone else that knows better than me, you can math it out and tell me what he's at right there. But it's a lot of calculating, and they calculate differently too with the support units and stuff. So I'm going to guess he's over 200k defense. So there is at 2.1. So he's staying healthily in that, like just that 2 mil range, which also this Gohan is. So the thing is the Gohan and the Yardrat Goku, right, being at like just over 2 mil for units that I would say are support units or utility units, that's actually a really nice attack stat. If you're thinking of like an on rotation unit, I really want you to be at 3 mil or higher. But like that physical Gohan, like being that he's a 35% support and he does key as well, like that's fantastic. I'm happy with the support unit that's even hitting like 1.5. So I'm really happy with that. Yardrat Goku is not a support unit, but I would consider him kind of a utility unit. He's more than just attack and defense, right? So because he has that stun chance, he has dodging ability, he has the counters, and like that. I think the damage reduction on normals is really huge. Because even if you're in like Super Battle Road, right? I think the reason why people like this guy so much, he's a unit you can take into Extreme Super Battle Road and can tank normals probably for double digits without items. And that's not always an easy thing to do. In Extreme Super Battle Road, like you can get hit for like 100k from normals. Like it's insane. So I think that's why people like him so much. But yeah, his damage isn't going to like blow you away, right? We'll put him in slot 2. And we'll just see if we can get... There's only one attack coming in slot 2, but we'll just try to get a counter from him. Hopefully we don't get supered. And yeah, you can see the defense is sticking around 80k. Not really changing. We are adding an extra link here, so now we are 6 out of 7. Keep in mind as well, we're obviously leaving a lot of stats on the table. If you really like Yardrat Goku and you full level 10 link him, his stats are going to be looking a little bit better, right? All right, let's see what happens. Hopefully the super attack isn't coming. I know it would have been really busted, but if they gave Yardrat Goku Scouter, that would have been really insane. Because then you can see where the normals and supers are coming and playing your counters. All right, let's see what a counter's looking like here. So a 500k attack stat. And okay, about 300k. So nothing too crazy. I think it's really the damage reduction, but I don't know. There are people that call this guy the best free-to-play unit in the game. And I'm going to say, like, he's definitely like really good, but I'm not really prepared to call him that level. I definitely think Master Roshi in my mind is like actually leaps and bounds better. Master Roshi's putting up way better numbers offensively and defensively. Well, with exception to those normal attacks, right? Like Yardrat Goku is going to be tanking normals like a boss. Like he's going to be really, really good there. But like in terms of like tanking a super or something, I think Roshi's probably going to be looking a little bit better. But Roshi's got the revive mechanic. He's just got so much, and Roshi can dodge as well. So I don't know. I mean, I could see the argument for like Yardrat Goku maybe being in the league of like Prime Battle Frieza, but Prime Battle Frieza just hits really hard, links really well with Frieza units, things like that as well. The other good thing about Yardrat Goku is he's just a Super Saiyan Goku, basically, which means he does link really, really well with a lot of other like Saiyans, right? So he is a good linking partner for a lot of units. He has good utility, right? I just don't know, for like a veteran account like mine, I just don't know like if I see myself using this Yardrat Goku over other options. I think I do see myself using him in Super Battle Road, depending on the team and category that I have to choose from and what units I have. But for someone like me that has a very extensive box, yeah, I don't know that I'm going to use this Yardrat Goku a lot. And the bad thing for him, oh, he did get a dodge right away, but that could have just been his 5 dodge. I'm pretty sure it's as first attacker for the dodge and his passive. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, now the dodging is going off. Look at that. See, I think that part is really good about him too. Like, look at him. I'm pretty sure that's got to be a 70% dodge, right? I should actually go on the Dokkan Wiki and just look it up. But with how much he dodged there, he was looking like UI Goku. So it's at minimum 50%, but it might be 70%. We could have just gotten really lucky with the 50s though. Let me double check his passive. I'm pretty sure it says high chance to dodge, and typically high chance is 50%. Let me double check this though. Performing high chance of evading. Yeah, I think high chance is 50, and I think great chance is 70. I think UI Goku says great chance, but I could be wrong on that, but he's 50 to 70. But that first dodge we got, I'm pretty sure was just from his 5 that he has in his, like, because int units just naturally get 5 dodge from hidden potential. I think that's where that one came from, because I'm pretty sure he should be working like hit and some of those other units that say has a chance to dodge as the first attacker, which means they have to actually attack, right? I think Birder works that way. I think Dispo has something like that too. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how that works. I want to get a turn though with like a bunch of counters, so I'm hoping we can get something where Yardrat Goku's getting attacked a whole bunch in slot 2. I think I can see the argument though, like, because he was dodging really, really good there. I think with the dodging and the way he's going to tank normals, he is definitely like a very, very good free-to-play unit, and he's very unique. I think that's the other reason people really like him. There really aren't any free-to-play units like him because that counter mechanic is such a rare thing. I got to make sure I don't let myself die here though. All right, please attack a lot. Okay, here we go. This is a good turn. This is what I'm wanting. So we're getting attacked a lot in slot 2. The problem is we're probably... Oh, that's unfortunate. We're probably going to kill him. Yeah, we're probably going to kill him. Well, what we'll do is we'll just attack and see what happens. Maybe a 2-mil... Oh, and it's a Dokkan attack. All right. That's fine. This just wasn't meant to be. All we would be seeing right here is Yardrat Goku doing his 2-mil attack stat with a Dokkan attack. So we'll go at least one more turn here, but I do want to get it like a nice big fat counter turn. We'll just skip through this. But yeah, there's no way on a Dokkan attack. We're probably going to take him out here. He had like no health left. Oh, we didn't. Okay. So Yardrat Goku is going to get an attack. He's got type advantage. All right, 2.16. So yeah, like all the stats and everything are very, very consistent. We just haven't really had that turn where, you know, we get a super and then an additional super and then a couple of counters to really see him pop off. Let's see if maybe next turn can be that. So we'll go like this. And we are fully healed here. I'm pretty sure I'm okay just doing no items here. Those Gohans, I haven't looked at their defense, but they stack pretty good. So their defense is probably ridiculously high right now. So I don't think we're at any risk of taking damage here. Krillin's pretty good defensively, and he's got type advantage. So I think we're okay here. But I have been known to die in a showcase because I'm not paying attention to like my slot 3 support unit, right? But yeah, Super Vegeta's coming tonight. By the time you watch this video, he's already going to be out because I'm not posting this tonight when I record it. But I'm recording this on Sunday night, and Super Vegeta's dropping. I'm for sure going in for 1 copy. I definitely don't have plans to rainbow him or anything like that. Super Vegeta, by the way, I'll talk about him a little bit, but he's probably the best 55% unit in the game. He literally comes out of the box with guaranteed stuns, guaranteed crits. So like without any hidden potential, that's just ridiculously good, right? Okay. Let's see what we're looking like on this turn. Oh, and okay. See, this stinks. This is where, like, if you had, say, Vegito Blue, right? You could put him in slot 1 and you'd be countering for days. Yardrat Goku can't do this, and this is the most common thing. So this is something I don't like, is we can't counter in slot 1. What we will do this turn, though, is we are going to test his dodging ability, and let's see how consistently we're dodging here in slot 1. We'll go one more turn, and hopefully we can get an attack like this in slot 2. Yeah, see, he's taking 30k normals here. So this is going to sting really bad. So Yardrat Goku, before attacking, he's kind of a dead duck. So I don't get his slot 1 passive, why they set it up like that. Because he isn't good defensively until after he super. See, now we're dodging for days, right? Now we're UI Goku over here, basically. All right, we got half of them. So it could be 50%. It's 50 to 70, but I think it might be 50. We just got really lucky on that one turn. If he either just had that dodge outright, like before the enemies attacked, I think we would have been fine. Or if he had more defense start a turn, I think we would have been fine. But yeah, I really think Yardrat Goku, you got to use him in slot 2 or 3 to get the best out of him because, yeah, those slot 1 attacks, they just crush you. Look at Gohan. Yeah, 560k. I was going to say, our defense got to be pretty high with how much I just healed on that. Let's go ahead and grab this. And actually, how are we stacking on my tech unit here? Only 100k defense, not very good. But I'm okay not using an item here. The Gohans are invincible. We got type advantage in slot 3. We're fine. So we'll go one more turn, I think. And we'll see how Yardrat Goku's looking here. But yeah, those counters, he definitely is going to need the crits. Like, the first time we countered, we only had a 500k counter. Against, like, Int UI Goku or, like, the end of the GT Goku event, like, God event, things like that, like they're just not going to take damage from that, right? They're just too defensive. Okay, let's see here. Please take him out. We need him to... Oh, if we don't take him out, this is going to be bad. Oh, thank goodness we got that crit. Okay, that would have been bad going into the next phase with like no health to work with. All right, give me slot 2 attacks. All right, we got some slot 2 attacks. I mean, here's the thing. I really want to show our tanking ability, but like I literally have to use an item here. Otherwise that Gohan in the front could just get one shot. So what we'll do is we'll just do a King Yama. So here's the thing, guys. We're not going to see the defense working, but you can trust me. He's going to be tanking double. Like, Yardrat Goku is basically always going to be tanking double-digit normals. I don't really think there's a time where he wouldn't. Because like I said, I think even in Extreme Super Battle Road, considering he's going to be in slot 2, he's going to have already super attacked, which means his defense is going to be like 200k plus. With 59% damage reduction on a normal attack, there's just no way he's taking damage, right? And I think that's one reason that people really champion this guy as one of the best free-to-plays in the game, is that ability to like tank normal so well, right? All right, let's see what happens here. Hopefully we can get a double super. It's hard though, because I did only give him like 6 additional, right? So that's the thing you got to balance. Do you want to go more crit or additional? It's a really tough unit to figure out because he's a counter unit. I want to give him crit, so that's where I went. So 2.3. Okay, no crit, no additional. Oh, actually, we did get the additional, but not a super. Okay. And then 6.2. Although I think his passive just triggers on any attack. It doesn't have to be a super. So I think that did help us there. Okay. And then 6.8. How much damage are we doing here? Okay, 800k on a crit isn't bad. So yeah. And then, well, we can't really be impressed by that because we have King Yemma active. But yeah, that turn he was looking pretty good there. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think of this Yardrat Goku. I definitely think he's good, but I think I'm very comfortable saying he's not. In my opinion, I wouldn't call him the best free-to-play unit in the game. I'm still like, Master Roshi's the king for me. And then when the version Z is going to come out very, very soon on Global, people are talking that LR Goku you get from the new beginner starter event, the story event. They talk about him up there as well. So once I use him, I'm definitely going to kind of rate him myself. But right now I'm thinking like Roshi would be top for me with like full power Frieza. But I'd say Yardrat Goku would be up there. I think he's definitely top 5 for sure. Just what he can do with the tanking the normals. He does have the chance to stun. I don't like his slot 1 though. I really don't. I like him just slot 2, slot 3. I think that's where you're going to get the most use out of him, and then just get some utility out of those counters and things like that. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.